Hi, I'm Enya.
And I'm Kourtney. We are here to talk about chocolate. The purpose of this presentation is that chocolate should stay on the market so that many people won't lose their jobs, but chocolate should only be sold as fair trade chocolate.
Our resource is chocolate. People use chocolate to make money and to own businesses. People want this resource because it tastes really good and it also provides a lot of jobs for people.
Chocolate is produced in cocoa plantations. The beans are shipped to chocolate factories around the world. At the factory, the beans are roasted, then grinded into a thick paste that is used to make chocolate. Then they form the chocolate in the factories. They sell their products at the supermarkets and stores, who sell them to you. Then we, the consumers, buy their products.
Cocoa beans are farmed on over 18 million acres, which is equal with 7.5 million hectares of tropical land. Cocoa provides jobs for about 40 million people, including 5 million farmers, 90% of which are smallholders, laborers, and employees at chocolate factories.
Cocoa farms impact specific food chains and ecosystems because they use a lot of land to plant the cocoa trees. When farmers cut down trees in other parts of the land to plant cocoa trees, there is habitat loss. Animals that live in the trees, like squirrels and birds, lose their homes and some of their food, like acorns, leaves, branches, etc.
Farmers can find a clearing in the woods where they can live. Then in the woods the farmers can grow shade-grown cocoa. And in the sun they can dry the beans, and they won't have to cut down a lot of trees to plant their cocoa.
Countries and factories work together to achieve goals like Ecuador Conservation, the Sarlo, CND, and the German government, and other donors and partnerships. They have been working together to restore Ecuador's native rainforest. They are working on their goal. Now farming techniques have strengthened.
We should stop cutting down the rainforest so the animals that live in the rainforest won't be homeless. Animals that live in the trees like squirrels and birds will be forced to migrate if they don't have any homes, and the animals that eat the birds and the squirrels are going to have to find something else to eat or migrate to.
Cocoa agroforests only require a single partial clearing of the forest. Cocoa farming is better for the soil because it allows long-term cropping cycles. Cocoa is unlike many other slash-and-burn food crop systems. Slash and burn is a method that the farmers use to burn the forest and then plant there again.
22 farmers from Ilois and other surrounding cities in Brazil produce 5.4 tons of high-quality cocoa. The locals export their cocoa to Switzerland from Salvador.
Chocolate is a very popular product that is consumed every day, but most people don't know where chocolate comes from. Chocolate comes from Africa, South America, etc. People that work at cocoa farms don't get paid a lot for their hard work, so families have to make their kids work instead of going to school. The farmers that work at the cocoa farms have never even tasted chocolate. Chocolate may be sweet, but one thing all chocolates have in common is a dark side.
A lot of the West African countries have really high levels of poverty, from 40% to 72% of the population. That is most of the population and a lot of the people. This means that a lot of the people don't have jobs and are desperate for jobs. Some parents are so desperate that they will sell their children to slave traders. When the children are sold to the slave traders, the amount of child workers increase. Now there is an estimate of 15,000 child workers in each cocoa plantation.
Fair trade is more sustainable because the people that make the cocoa beans will get a higher wage, which will allow their children to go to school and not work on the cocoa farms.
How can cocoa farms be more sustainable?
By buying fair trade chocolate.